Hey, what's up guys? Sam Taggart here with The Knock Life, and in this part I'm gonna teach how to really have this non-negotiable mentality. Don't quit, no failure, there is no giving up. Now we've all heard like, oh, you know, I'm a quitter, I don't quit, I don't give up, but it's like there's a whole nother level to this that I think you are ready to tap into. So in this video, I'm gonna go over some key components on how to avoid failure, how to avoid quitting, how to avoid kind of giving up and practicing these non-negotiables. And so check this out. If you like our videos, hit subscribe today, and we have tons more videos to help you become really that gritty door knocker inside of you, whether that is knocking on doors in sales, whether that's direct sales, cold calling, B2B, whatever that is for you. Hit the button today, and we hope you enjoy this video. So I want to give some other hacks on kind of eliminating this distraction or this outside pull to deviate your focus, because emotionally resilient people, they're focused. So, you know, check emails once a day, check social media maybe maximum twice a day, in the morning and evening. You don't have to always reply to a DM or a comment right away. Don't scroll through media while you're in the grind. Like, don't be like, oh, cool, I just binge watched a bunch of funny animal videos or whatever you watch. Limit your TV and Netflix. Like, I just made it a priority to not have to get into like crazy binge media things. And when people are like, oh, did you see that Game of Thrones episode? I'm like, nope, never seen Game of Thrones. So, you know, it's not that it's bad. Maybe it's something that you enjoy. It's just limit it. Don't just be like, oh, I spent like freaking 5 hours binging on this message. Anyway, so then you have, don't get lost in emails. So a lot of times you get sucked into the junk mails. And so coming up with a system to not have to open up every single one of your emails, just deleting like 90% of them and only going to the important ones and doing that once a day. Tell people when you're available to drop in. So a lot of times you have employees, teams, family, whatever, and they're always coming to you for your attention, and it's not their fault that they don't know when you're available and when you're not. So just be like, hey, the best time to contact me is like between 8 o'clock and 9 a.m. or 6 and 5 p.m., like whatever that time is for you. And then be like, other than that, don't expect me to reply. Just so you know, I'm not trying to be rude, I'm just in my zone. And if you had called LeBron James while he's in the middle of playing basketball, he's probably not gonna get back to you. And I'm in the middle of playing my game. So it's important that you know that I'm committed to my mission, and I appreciate you and your time, but these are the times that I'm available. So don't be afraid to like schedule calls back like 2-3 weeks. So a lot of times people are like, hey, can I get a meeting with you? And I'm like, yeah, I'm available in a month. And they're like, oh, I'm like, yeah. And if it's really important to you, you'll probably hit me up in a month, because it's my way of saying, this is not important to me, it's important to you. So show me that it's important to you, and I'll take your time, but it's in a month. And, you know, the other thing on that is like fires. You know, a lot of times reps will call you, or, you know, somebody calls you, oh my gosh, I have this problem, this customer, and you're just like, I have to drop everything in my life, and I have to fix this fire right now. Versus, hey, it can wait till Monday. It can wait till tomorrow. It can wait 3 days. And nobody is going to die. And practicing of awareness of, wow, this triggered an emotion because it may be a bad thing, but it didn't necessarily change my actions. I get to control my actions. So, you know, another one is don't be sucked into the God a minute. So like when you're in an office scenario, or business, whatever, and you've got employees that just always are knocking on your door. And this is like one of my biggest problems. Like I like to work at home a lot of times, because if I'm in the office, everybody wants my time. And so death by God minutes, those minutes turn into 30 minutes, and those 30 minutes turn into 5 of those a day. And then by the end of the day, you're like, wow, now I have to work on my stuff that I was choosing to work on today at 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night, because I'm the business owner and I've got to get things done. And they don't see that. They think whatever they're working on is highest priority. And it is important that you get engaged with your employees. It's just scheduling time, showing them how to properly bring things to you, you know, allowing and empowering them, delegating, training, things like that is gonna help you. So other one is like telemarketers. Like I don't answer calls to people I don't know. So I'm like, if it's that important, leave a voicemail, or if it's that important, you probably text me. And if you're a freaking auto dialer, you're not gonna text me, so I'm happy. So block out you time. This is a big one. So a lot of times to keen focus is you have to say, okay, I kind of time block my focus and creator time. So there's creator and maker time, and then there's busy time. That's when you're working on emails, fires, things like that. But it's like my mornings, like I don't show up to the office till 9 because I'm working usually from like 8 to 9 on me time, maker time, writer time, podcast time for me to say, I enjoy getting this kind of stuff done. And then I'll jump into the craziness. Sometimes I show up at 11 and my employees are like, hey, how come you came home late today? I was like, do you think I wasn't working? And they're like, no, we know you work hard. Dang it. Okay, we'll shut up. And I was like, yeah. The question is, are you working? And I just found that having my time is so critical, and it helps this balanced mental element. Because like a lot of times, you mentally get drained and you mentally kind of feel exhausted when everybody's taking your time. You don't get your time. And a lot of time is, create alone time and create relationship time and focus on the relationships that matter most. So when I think of focus, that present time with meaningful relationships, and a lot of times you think, or your emotion, your amygdala is, I need to fight for these relationships. But the problem is you can't prioritize every single relationship. And it's okay to have acquaintances. It's okay to have okay relationships with people that don't really serve you long term. And so it's like finding those meaningful ones, like family or your partner, or some of your employees. Like and certain clients, certain networking clients that are going to help elevate you to another thing. Mental performance coaches, consultants, like people that are in your corner. Those kind of things are meaningful time. But it's like, dude, just like random DMs and random this, and it's just like they literally are time sucks and energy sucks, and it takes away from your focus. And then the other thing is be intentional with your eating, your writing, your conversation, and how present you are in each thing you do. I make this a joke, but like I was putting down this, I never lift up the toilet seat, and somebody brought that to my attention, like, can you please just lift up the toilet seat when you pee? And I was like, it's just been so emotionally ingrained. Like, I've done it one way my whole life. I don't lift up the toilet seat. Don't hate me for this. And it's so funny because I've never brought in awareness and intention to when I go pee. I just do it and I just pee. So just recently they brought that to my attention. I'm like, okay, I'm about to pee. What is my ritual of peeing? I do lift up the toilet seat now, and it's something I'm working on. But it's like, I just did things so subconsciously that it wasn't even aware of. Like I didn't even know I did it. And there's so often that we just do things like eating. I just pounded a whole hamburger, and it's like, I forgot I even ate a hamburger. Like I just ate to eat. Like that's just like a habit. So if you can be conscious of here's two things that will bring real emotional resilience, is bringing consciousness to your breath, bringing consciousness to your posture. Like, are you just kind of like, all right, but just like, okay, let's really sit up, and let's really take some big breaths. Let's really bring some attention to posture, to breathing, things like that. What this is going to do is it's going to start to trickle into every element of your life. So your posture, your abs, where they at, your breath, your heart rate, things like that we don't think about because it's just so in us, how we're sitting. You don't think about how we're sitting, how we're breathing. Right now, check in with yourself. You're breathing, you're awake, you're alive. You actually get breath in and out of your mouth every freaking second. So pay attention to it. And I know that sounds like crazy and so simple, but I promise that awareness and that practice of focus is going to help move the needle to becoming much more emotional resilience and objective versus so subjective. Hey, we hope you got a ton out of this video. Hit the subscribe button. We'd love to hear your comments below, and we're here to provide a ton of value to help you become more of a gritty door knocker, whether that's in life, whether that's in business, whether that's in sales and fitness. Our job is to help you learn the school of hard knocks and live that knock life. So my name's Sam Taggart. Hope you enjoyed the video. We're out.